Welcome to Learn and Draw. I am Anup Desai. In this video, we learn to draw machine voice assembly drawing in the front view. For more videos on assembly drawing and any other drawings, subscribe to my channel Learn and Draw. The machine voice consists of 9 parts. Okay, so such as body of the voice, movable jaw. Now this is the fixed jaw, then this is the jaw grip, and then it both are joined by the screw M6. Next, it has the screw rod, nut, lock nut and washer, and the clamping plate. Okay, so the machine voices are used to hold the workpieces which are used in the milling machine, drilling machine. So they are fixed to the bed of the machine, or they are holded by the hand in case of the small workpieces. So now let's draw the front view of machine voice assembly drawing. Front view of machine voice assembly drawing. So machine voice consists of 9 parts. Okay, so first let's draw the first part, that is body of the voice in the front view. So as you can see, this is the body of the voice in the front view. So before this, we have to draw this axis line along the x axis and along the y axis at some convenient distance. So over this we have to draw the machine voice. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the x axis, this is the x axis, and this is the y axis. Okay, so the length here of the body is 230 mm, and the bottom line is nothing but 230 minus this 5 and this 5 projections. Okay, that is the bottom line is how much? 220 mm. Then the height along the right side is 85 mm, but it is 30 mm below the axis line and 55 mm above the axis line, and along the left side it is 57 mm, that is 30 mm below the axis line and 27 mm above the axis line. And at the top here on the right side, we have to draw a line of 40 minus this 5, that is 35 mm here, and then 25 mm here, and then 5 mm here. So then join this left part to the right part. So let's first draw this outer part of the machine voice assembly drawing. Okay, so here as you can see, first we have to draw the bottom part. Okay, so here let's divide this into two parts. 220 mm the total length, so we will divide this 220 mm into 110 and 110 mm. So here we go 110 mm and this is 110 mm. Okay, so along this line we have to draw this one. Okay, so 30 mm below, so we will draw here 30 mm here. Okay, so then we will try to draw this. So here let's draw a line of 220 mm. Okay, so then join to this point, right? So let's draw the left side. So left side height is 27 mm. So here let's draw the distance of 27 mm. Okay, so leave this here, and along the right side we have to draw the length of 55 mm. So here we will draw the distance of 55 mm. Okay, so now we have drawn here right side 55, and here they have given the length as 35 mm. So let's draw this distance of 35 mm. Next, below this we have to draw the distance of 25 mm. So let's draw this distance of 25 mm and then 5 mm. So here we go. So this is 5 mm. Okay. So next is we will join this line to the right side. Okay. So we will just draw this straight line like this. Okay. So then join to this, right. So now the outer line of the machine voice assembly drawing will be completed. So next one is, let's draw these two projections. Okay. So they have the diameter of 32, which is given in the top view, and so that is 16 and 16 among the axis line, and the length here it is 5 mm, and at the end it has the radius of 5. Okay. So this much we have to draw. So let's select this one. First draw the distance along the axis line as 5 mm. Okay. So then here we will mark the 2 points of 16 mm each. So this is 16 mm and here it is 16 mm. Okay. So let's join these lines. Okay. So we have joined both the lines. Next step for us is to draw the curve here. Okay. So they have given the radius of 5. So let's take the diameter 10 circle here. So you can see here, this is the diameter 10 circle. So select this one and draw the arc like this. Okay. So then at the bottom select this one and draw the arc like this, right. So we have to do the same thing on the left side also. Now the next step in the front view here is to draw these dotted lines. Okay. So the first dotted line here, it is at the distance of 15 mm. So from the end we have to select this 15 mm and draw this dotted line, and here we continue the dotted line from this point to the end. Okay. So then there are two dotted lines present here. The distances we will get it from the side view. So they are at a distance of 10 mm and 13 mm from the bottom lines. Okay. So this much we have to draw. So first let's from here let's draw the dotted line like this. Okay. So then from this point from the end they have given the distance of 15 mm. So from here we will mark a distance of 15 mm. Okay. So now here we will draw this dotted line. Okay. So next is, from the bottom we have to mark 2 points. One is of 10 mm, second one is of 13 mm. So along these two points we have to draw these dotted lines. Okay. So let's draw these dotted lines. Okay. So now the bottom line. Okay, now the dotted lines is completed. Now the last part left in the body is that, so we have to draw these projections, so that is present on both the sides. Here it is indicated in the front view. Okay. So to draw this whole part, so the height here at the middle it is given as 23 mm, and here at both the sides the height is 20. And also they have given the arc here. Okay. So how much is the distance of the arcs here? So here we can see here. So the arcs has the radius of 13. So here the arc should be of radius 13. Next is, what will be these distances? So the inner line you are seeing is of radius 8, that is 8 from here and 8 from here. Next the outer line. So this one has the radius of 13, that is from the center 13, from the center 13. So this much we have to draw. Okay. So let's draw this one. So as you can see from the axis line, first let's mark the 2 points along 8 mm each. So this is 8 mm here, next 8 mm here. Okay. So then draw the straight line up to 23 mm. Okay. So here also let's draw a line up to 23 mm, right. So then join this one. Okay. So next is here we have to draw the line up to 13 mm each, right. So here we will draw, here we will mark the 13 mm. Next here also we will mark the distance of 13 mm and then join this line. Okay. Now this much is completed. So this here the distances. So the height along these 2 points are 20. Then what is the distance? So distance they have given it as 120 here. Okay. So that is 60 mm from this point and 60 mm from the center. Okay. So let's mark the 2 points. So here we will mark 60, here we will mark 60, and we know the height is 20, right. So here we will draw the lines. Here we will draw the line like this and continue the line like this. Okay. So next is from this point up to the end we will mark a point here like this, and here also at the end. So we will mark the point. Okay. Next is we have to draw the curve here. So they have given the radius of 13, that is we have to take the 26. So you can see here this is the 26 circle. Okay. So using the 26 circle, so you can draw the arc like this, then here, next here, next at the end, right. So now this will complete the part number 1, that is body of the voice in the front view. Part number 2, that is movable jaw. So these are the dimensions of the movable jaw. It has the length of 50 mm and it has the height of overall 73 mm. So in that, this height of 45 mm will go inside the jaw. So we have to draw this in the dotted line, and the above part, as you can see here, 25 plus 3 mm, 28 mm will be seen. So it should be drawn in the dark lines. Okay. So we will draw this now. First we will draw this bottom part. So rectangle of height 45 and length of 50. Okay. So this movable jaw will go inside this machine voice. Okay. So this movable jaw will move from this point to this end, fixed jaw. Okay. So we can draw this movable jaw anywhere over here. Okay. So what we will do is we will assume a distance here of 30 mm. Okay. So from this point, so from here we will draw, we can draw anywhere. So I am drawing it from here. Okay. As we know, the height is 45 mm, which will go inside this one. So we will draw this in the dotted lines, 45 mm. Okay. So then the length is 50, right. So next we will draw this length of 50 mm. Next we will join to this to the top. Right. Now the bottom part of the movable jaw is completed. Next is we have to draw this upper part. Okay. So from the right side it has the height of 10 mm, and here this length is also equal to 10 mm. Okay. So then from the left side it has the height of 3 mm and this length of 5 mm, then again this length of 25 mm and this length of 35 mm. Okay, so let's draw this. Start from the left, 3, 5, 25 and 35 mm. So here, from here we will first draw this height of 3 mm. So this is 3 mm. Next 5 mm. Okay, so next 25 mm. Okay, so next is 35 mm. So we will take some distance. So from here it is 35 mm, right. So next is from the right side height of 10 mm and this distance is also equal to 10 mm. Okay, so then join to this upper part. So from here I will draw 10 mm. Okay, so next from here also I will draw this as 10 mm, right. So next join to this point. So next is we have to draw the arcs. Okay, so now you can see here we have the arc of 10 mm, right, and here we have the arc of radius equal to 3. So we will draw this using the scale here. Okay, so you can see here. So we have, for this one we have to take diameter of 20 mm. So for radius of 10 I am taking this diameter of 20 and drawing this arc like this. Okay, so next is here this point, it has the radius of 3 mm. So I will take the diameter 6 mm circle. So here you can see this is the diameter 6 mm circle and I have drawn the arc here. So similarly we have to draw the arc here also, which we have missed. It has also the radius of 10 mm, that is we have to take the 20 mm diameter circle. So to draw the arc like this. Next, let's rub the unwanted lines. So I have rubbed this one. Now this completes part number 2, that is movable jaw. So next is part number 3, that is jaw grip. So you can see here this is the jaw grip in the side view and this is the jaw grip in the front view. It has the length of 8 mm and it has the height of 28 mm. Okay, so we have to draw this here. So let's draw this one. So as we know, it has the length of 8 mm. So we will draw this length of 8 mm. Next, we know that it has the height of 28 mm. So here we will draw this height of 28 mm. Next, let's complete this one. So similarly we have to draw this jaw grip in the fixed jaw also. Same way, that is here we will mark the distance of 8 mm. Okay, then the height of 28 mm. Okay, so next join this. So this completes part number 3, that is jaw grip. Next is part number 4, that is screw M6. Okay, so we have to fix the screw to attach this jaw grip and the movable jaw. So the screw M6 will be fitting here. Okay, so first we have to draw this access line for this one. So the access line will be at a distance of 12.5 mm. Okay, so from here I will mark a distance of, from here I will mark a distance of 12.5 mm. So it will come somewhere here. right? So from this jaw grip we have to mark a distance of 12.5 mm. So here we will draw the axis line. Similarly on the fixed jaw also, so like this. So I have drawn the axis line on the both the sides, okay. So next is we will draw this one, right. So it is the countersunk screw, okay. So it has the length here, head length of 12 mm, okay. So then there is a 90 degree of this curve. So next it has the total length of 16 mm, right. So let's draw this one. So first we will mark the 2 points, that is 6 mm and 6 mm on both the sides of the axis line. So here it is 6 mm and here it is 6 mm. Next the length of and next is the length. So the length here they have given it as total length is 16. So from here this is 10, this is 15 and this is 16. So we have marked the 16 mm, and then the diameter here it is of the M6 screw. So it will be having the diameter of 6 mm. So we will mark 3 mm on both the sides. So this is 3 here and 3 here. We are marked the 3 mm. Next let's draw this line here like this, okay. So I have drawn the line here like this. So next is we have to draw the 90 degrees, okay. So I have set the drafter to 45 degrees, okay. So from here I will draw a line like this, okay. So next is similarly on the other side also, from here to here I have drawn the line like this. So now this is seen inside the movable jaw. So we have to draw this whole thing in the dotted lines, okay. So like this in the dotted lines. Okay, so now this completes part number 4. So similarly we have to draw this screw on the fixed side of the jaw. So after drawing the screw M6 on the fixed jaw, this completes part number 4. Part number 5, that is screw rod, okay. So you can see these are the dimensions of the screw rod, right. So at this end there is a circular thing, okay. It has the diameter of 32 mm and it has the length of 40 mm, and then the rod has the length of 250 mm. In that there is thread up to the 170 mm. So the rod has different diameter. The one has the diameter of 20 mm, the another distance of 18 mm has the diameter of 12 mm, and the third one is distance of 22 and it has the diameter of 10 mm, okay. So now let's first draw this right side part, okay. So which has the length of 40 mm and it has the height of 32 mm, that is diameter 32 mm and it has the height of 40 mm, okay. So we have to draw this from this point. So now as we know it has the length here of 32 mm. So directly what we will do is from this point, so we will draw a line of 40 mm, okay. So then from here I will draw 32, right. Next let's join this one. Next is at the center, let's draw the axis line. So at a distance of 20 mm. So here we have to draw this dotted lines, okay. So which will be having the 10 mm diameter. So 10 mm means we have to mark 5 mm on both the sides and draw this dotted line. Okay, so next here at the center we have to draw the circle. Okay, so circle will have the diameter of 10 mm. Okay, so let's draw this circle like this. So next is at these ends we have to draw the curve. It has the radius of 3, that is we have to select here 6 mm diameter circle. Okay, so this is the 6 mm diameter circle. So here what we will do is we will draw the arc like this. Next at the top also the same thing, arc, right? So now this completes the right side part. Next let's draw the actual rod. Okay, so as you can see, first let's draw this first part. So it has the diameter of 20 mm and it has the length of 170 plus 40, that is 210 mm. Okay, so from here it has the diameter of 20, that is we'll mark 10 mm on both the sides of the axis line. Okay, so next they have given the length of 210 mm, right? So you can see here, so the 210 mm will touch here on this point, exactly on this dotted line. Okay, so let's draw this one. Okay, so next is on the upper part here. So now this has the thread up to 170 mm. So let's draw the thread here, that is it is 20 into 2, that is we have to mark 1 mm here and also 1 mm here. Next let's draw the thread up to 170 mm. So let's mark the distance of 170. So 170 will come here. So let's draw this thread. Okay, so next on the other side. So now the first part is completed. So next what we have to do is the next diameter. Okay, so next one is diameter of 12 mm and it has the length of 18 mm. So from here let's mark first the diameter of 12 mm, that is 6 mm on both the sides. So here it is 6 mm both the sides. Next the distance is 18. Okay, so this also will be in the dotted lines. So next the third one is it has the length of 22 and the diameter of 10. So 10 means we have to mark 5 mm on both the sides. So 5 mm here and 5 mm to the bottom. Okay, so length is 22, right? So in the beginning we will draw this in the dotted lines, then after completion we can complete this. So this much will be the part number 5, that is screw rod. Let's draw part number 6, that is washer. Okay, so you can see here this is the dimension of the washer in the front view, length of 3 mm and it has the height of 32. Okay, so the washer will fit here. It has the length of 3 mm. Okay, so we will mark 3 mm and it has the height of 32. So 32, this is nothing but 32. Okay, so we'll join this to this one. So now the washer is completed. Next is part number 7 and 8, that is lock and nut and lock nut. So here you can see this is the nut and this is the lock nut. So this is the front view, height of 8 and it has the length of 10 mm, that is it has M10 thread. Okay, that is according to the hexagonal nut. So we have to draw this. The distance diameter will be for 2 into d, that is here the diameter is 10. So for hexagonal nut it will be 2d, 10 into 2, that is 20. So the height will be 20 and the thickness is 8, and here again it will is M10. So that is height again it is 20 and the length 5. Okay, so let's draw this here. So here, as we know, the thickness is 20. So here we go, the length is 20. Then the first thickness is 8 mm. So let's mark this as 8 mm here. Okay, so second one is of 5 mm, right? So here I will draw this as 5 mm. Okay, so then join this one completely. So next one is, here we have to show the hexagonal nut. Okay, so for that what I will do is, I will draw arc here in the free hand. So you can draw this in free hand, or also you can use the hexagonal method of drawing the arc. Okay, so this completes the nut and the lock nut. Next is the part number 9, the last part, that is clamping plate. So here you can see this is the dimensions of the clamping plate. Okay, so as you can see, the clamping plate has the height of 8 mm and it has the length of 50 mm. So the clamping plate will be fixed below this movable jaw. Okay, so first let's draw that rectangle, that is length of 50 and height of 8 mm. So here, from here we'll mark 8 mm. Okay, then the length of 50 and then join to this. So next we have to join this, both the nuts screws are at a distance of 24 mm apart, that is from here 13 mm and here 13 mm. So I have marked from here 13 mm, drawn the axis line. So from here to 13 mm I have drawn the axis line. So here on these both axis lines we have to draw this screw M6, so that we have drawn earlier. Okay, so here I have drawn the screw M6 on both the sides of this axis line. So after drawing this, this completes the part number 8, that is clamping plate. Okay, so this overall completes the front view of the machine voice assembly drawing. So only thing is, we have to darken all the lines and name the dimensions. So after darkening all the lines and naming all the dimensions, this completes the front view of machine voice assembly drawing. Thank you for watching the video. For more videos on assembly drawing, subscribe to my channel Learn and Draw.